Alright, so today I'm taking the Boone Trail at French Creek State Park. I've never been on this loop. It's about a 6.2 mile loop. It took me a little while to figure out where to actually park. I was using the 60 Great Hikes of Pennsylvania from the American Hiking Society book. And this hike is actually number 6 in that book, which is pretty cool. Eventually I drove around because I'm pretty familiar with this park, and I ended up at the playground / outdoor classroom parking lot. So that's where I parked. I'm about ready to go onto the trail, and I'm expecting a whole lot of what I'm used to here, but seeing some different sights, because this basically takes you around the park, through the forest, up some big hills, but also around the pool and the camping loops and things like that. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm noticing if you're new to hiking, you really need to know how to read blazes. Now, the Boone Trail, or it actually starts off as the Hopewell Lake Trail, and it'll change. It is blue blazed, but you have to know anytime you see a double blaze or like a triple blaze, which means that there's like 2 or 3 swatches of paint on the tree, that means the trail is changing direction. Now, I've noticed on a couple of the different hiking apps that offer user rating systems that this trail has gotten 5s and this trail has gotten 1s for being well marked or not well marked. This trail right now is decently marked. You just kind of have to know and look for those double blazes. And also, every tree isn't going to be marked. If you're uncertain, just scan far down and see if you can find a nice baby blue splotch of paint somewhere, and that will lead you in the proper direction. So the direction I walked, there was a convergence at the Hopewell Lake Dam. Basically, it's saying, do I want to stay on the Hopewell Lake Trail? Do I want to go on the Boone Trail? And this is where we meet our good friend, the Horseshoe Trail, as well. So, you'll notice on the tree here, hopefully this found it, backwards of course. So you'll notice the double blue blaze, and we're going to take the double blue blaze on the Boone Trail and continue that 6-mile loop. Alright, so I just ran into a street crossing where the trail did get a little bit confusing. So I had converged very shortly on the Horseshoe Trail, which is that yellow blaze trail. Then I came to a street, and I looked at my map, and it was very unclear where to go. I had to go down a little bit down the street, and you'll see an entrance that looks like the trail, but on the marker it says the Scotts Run Lake Loop. So I ended up walking a little bit further to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. There's nothing down there, so I walked back to the Scotts Run Lake Loop trail, and probably like 10 yards in, I saw the blue blazes. So just my advice to you is just be patient, just look around, and if you end up walking a couple of extra tenths of a mile, it's really not that big of a deal. Alright, so I'm pretty much finished now, the Boone Trail. I have to say about 60% of the way in. It did get a little steep, rocky, and hard, but for the most part it was doable. I wear lightweight trail runners and really good merino wool socks, and I think that really contributed to me feeling okay for the entirety of the loop. Now when I'm walking back to my car, it was a little bit confusing. You just have to trust that you remembered exactly where you pulled in, and then eventually down the road you will see that blue blaze. But all in all, I think this is a lovely walk. You go through all different types of forests, and if you have like 3 or so hours to spare, bring some water, bring some snacks, and go check out the Boone Loop at French Creek State Park in Elverson, Pennsylvania.